All right, he sang the quiet part out loud, and this time he admitted to the whole thing on camera. Donald Trump was asked by reporters, how should Republicans end the shutdown? And of course, at this point, it has ended, and we now know how it ended. But this slipped by a lot of people. A normal president might say, well, compromise and whatever. Trump's answer is, let's end the filibuster so I can rewrite election laws and do whatever the hell I want. This is the blueprint. Trump lays it out here. Take a look.
Modifications that are being made to air travel, the other disruptions with the government shutdown. Do you think it's time for Republicans in Congress to change their negotiating position at all?
In what way?
To start making concessions to Democrats?
Well, I think it's time for them to end the filibuster and just put everybody back to work. Vote in voter ID, vote in no mail-in voting except for military, faraway military, and people that are very sick. I'd like to see one-day voting. I'd like to see not 65 days of voting from all over the place. No, I'd like to clean up the elections. The border, we've done a great job. We have a great, strong border now. But I'd like to see new rules on immigration that can be fair and good, you know, but rules that you'll never get, rules that they're never going to get. There's so many things we could put in, including tax cuts that we could get.
So listen, Trump is laying out the blueprint there. End early voting, end mail-in voting, restrict voting to one day, centralize power in Washington to override state law. It's not speculation. This is their goal. And then he says the quiet part out loud. According to the transcript, Trump followed up with, if we do what I'm saying, Democrats will most likely never obtain power. That's everything. The point of these laws is not election integrity. It's to obstruct Democratic voters, especially young voters, working class voters, black and brown voters, people who rely on expanded voting access. And so what the agenda means is, okay, end the filibuster so that you can pass voting restrictions with just 51 votes. Ban or restrict mail-in voting except for the military. Get rid of early voting, which tens of millions of people use. Force all of the voting into a single weekday, which will disproportionately suppress the vote of people who work for a living and can't take half a day off to go vote. Override state authority on elections, which Republicans claim to care about, and combine it with aggressive gerrymandering in every red-controlled state to lock in those House majorities. This is Trump admitting he's going to take an authoritarian approach. If you can't win a fair election, change the electorate. So this is about 2026. Trump understands something Republicans have been panicking about. 2026 is not his electorate. In midterms in the United States, voters almost always punish the sitting president. Trump is not a normal president. When he's not on the ballot, Republican turnout collapses. Democratic turnout can still be up. We saw it in 2018. We just saw it 2 weeks ago in the off-year elections. And Republican operatives told outlets in the last week that a 2026 election without Trump's name on the ballot is potentially a disaster. That's why Trump wants these laws right now. He knows 26 could flip the House. He knows gerrymandering alone isn't enough. He knows a midterm under his presidency historically has been bad. And he knows I won't be able to claim fraud if I lose the House. So now he's trying to pre-rig it on the front end. You don't have to go conspiratorial. He told us the things that he's going to do. He's pursuing, he's pursuing a pressure campaign in states like Texas and North Carolina, Missouri, and Ohio to redraw maps. Republicans are trying to squeeze out 9 to 12 additional House seats through redistricting. They've done Texas already. Trump wants federal voting restrictions layered on top of those new maps. And he says, I prefer a system where the right Americans vote. So this is going to be a real stress test. Trump is saying to the country, let's rewrite the rules before the midterms, get fewer people voting, instead of saying, let's come up with a winning message, which would make a lot more sense. The question now is, do Democrats treat this as normal partisan bluster from Trump, or do they say he's admitting how he's going to do it, he's pre-rigging the election, and we've got to do something about it? I think it's the latter. He's not hiding it. He's laying out the plan, and 2026 is either going to work with the system he's trying to put in, or it's going to collapse around him with even people that he has anti-endorsed, like Marjorie Taylor Greene winning and Trump's influence diminishing dramatically. Thanks for watching. Check out another one of our videos and make sure to subscribe so YouTube keeps our content in your feed. And if you prefer audio, subscribe to the podcast on Spotify or Apple.